Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Sid the Squid, and today we're going to be doing a tutorial for this Lush cave house that I've come up with. My goal was to create a house that could be nestled into a lush cave somewhere, and it uses only materials that you'd be able to find there. So we've got oak from growing azalea trees, and then a lot of clay, moss, and some deep slate mixed in, plus some diorite and calcite in case you just want to mix it up. A lot of glowberries, a lot of flowers. Alright, let's jump into it. So I've gone ahead and mapped out the dimensions you'll need for your house. You can see where the oak pillars are going to be going in, as well as the outdoor area. So this will give you a rough blueprint of how big of a space you'll need. That being said, you can also nestle this into the cave wall of your cave if you wanted to. So you don't need to build the back unless you want it freestanding in your world. From here, I added in all of our pillars, so you can get a rough idea of the heights of everything. So you'll see the front entrance is a 4-block tall, and you can go ahead and connect the 2 oak pillars there. And then on this side, these are all going to be 6 blocks tall. And then these middle ones are going to end up being taller, but for right now we can just leave them at 6. Over here for the outdoor area, this is also going to just be 4 blocks tall, and it'll connect to the roof later on. So from here, if you have all of your oak pillars in place, we can go ahead and get started building the roof. I like to start with the front entrance, and so we're going to do 2 blocks up, and we're going to start the roof line here. We'll start by putting in a staircase, an upside down staircase, and then for this we're going to want to go ahead and make it a steeper roof by adding in that 1 block there. We'll do this on both sides. And then for here, this is where your peaks are going to meet in the middle, and so instead of doing the upside down stair, I do a stair like this. And then we can add 1 more block. So this is going to be the front entrance roof. I'm going to go ahead and do this on the other side as well. Alright, so now you should have something that looks like this. You have your staircase, and then a 1 block, staircase, 1 block, until it meets in the middle with another 1 block. Then I went ahead and continued this down the side, and then we can go ahead and add in our moss. You want to break that 1 block, and then for the moss you do 2, go in 1 and do 2 more like that, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. For here I went ahead and used just plain oak until it reached over here where the house is going to be. So for the main part of the house, what we're going to do is come up to the 6th block, go ahead and put your staircase here. We're going to come out 1 just to give it that little overhang, and then from here we're going to do an upside down staircase and another 1 block, do your other stair, maybe, there we go, 1 block, staircase, do upside down, and then from here we're going to start making the roof steeper. So we're going to do 2 blocks here, and then our staircase, and then we're going to do another 2 blocks and a staircase, and right here is where the roof lines will all meet. So we're going to do our stairs like this, and then 1 block on top. So that's the basic design for the roof. So if you look, we have 2 staircase, a 1 block, staircase, 1 block, staircase, 2 blocks, staircase, 2 blocks until we meet in the center. So it's a 1, 1, 2, 2. Alright, so now we're going to connect the other side, and then we're going to do the same thing for this one, except for staying on this line And then for this one, we're gonna do it here. So let's go ahead and connect all of our roof points together, and when you're done, you should have 3 different oak wood lines going across. Alright, so when you're done, you're gonna have something that looks like this, and now we can start filling in the moss. So we'll do the same thing like we did on the roof, or the bottom roof, sorry. So we can connect these all the way across, actually. And then for each section, we're just gonna fill in the moss. And so I come up to this staircase with the moss, just to kind of tie it all together. So for these layers, it's gonna be 3. For the bottom, it'll be just 2. And for across here, just do 1, like that. So then let's just go ahead and fill it in on each side. Alright, so when you're all done, you'll have something that looks like this. Now you could have done, and maybe if you're in survival, you probably should have done the walls first. I did the roof first just because I feel like it's the most distinctive part of this build. The walls you can change up however you want. I did polished diorite and clay with a little bit of calcite mixed in, but you could also do cobbled deep slate or tough if you wanted to. I think they both look really nice with the clay. I just wanted to kind of brighten it up a little bit with the polished diorite. So that's why I didn't do the walls first, is because the walls can be however you would like them to be. Also, if you nestle it into a cliff face, you probably wouldn't be doing all of the walls, but you would want to know how to do the roofs. So that's why I decided to start with the roof. But for now, let's go ahead and put in our walls. So for this front, I have the door inset. And then I also have a little bit of a deep slate path coming out here. So you've got your inset doorway. And then I also took a little bit of clay up in here. And I did a backing of clay. I think I actually did some moss over here on this side. Yeah, so it kind of looks like this when you're done. And that's so that we can put the glowberries in. Because what Lush cave base is complete without some glowberries? So in your survival worlds, you're going to want to put some string here to keep this from growing over your doorway, unless you do like that look. And then we can go ahead and illuminate it with some bone meal. So now let's get that door in. I do mine, well first let's change you to some cobbled deep slate. And we'll do your door like that. From here, I did the same pattern with the polished diorite and clay, just to fill in these areas. So look like that from the outside. So we can do this on both sides. And over here as well. And then you can also just put some placeholder blocks back here, because we're going to wrap this roof line around like this. You get a nice roof. From here, I added a window to this area, and what I did was I framed out the corners with some calcite, and then I did the rest as clay. And so you're wanting to get a double window right in here. I did like that. This beam will go all the way up and connect with your roof up here. So we can go ahead and do that now that the roof's in place. And I also did a line of oak coming across just to kind of give it some structure. But then behind here, I did inset it by 1. And we'll take the clay and do a little backing like that. From there, I went ahead and took my glow berries, did them all the way down, and then kind of just randomly bone mealed them to get kind of that overgrown look. So we'll do that on the other side, and your end result will look something like this. So the next step is to add in this window, which I did by just putting in some trapdoors on the inset. And then also the last part of decoration on the front is just adding in our spore blossom. So I put mine kind of just right here in the middle, did like that, and then added a little fence post to it so it blended in, and that'll give you the really cool particle effects. So then for the side wall, it's really up to you how you want to decorate it. For mine, I did a mix of diorite, and clay again. So I did our placeholder block again so that I could bring the stair all the way along here. In this window, I decided to inset it by 1 more. And I added some trapdoors. And this way, since it's on clay, you can add in some of your little drip leaves, give it more of an overgrown look. I also added some more of the glow berries in here, just to kind of give it, tie it in a little bit more. Okay, with most of the front and the walls done, we can go ahead and start working on the side roof. So for here, you want to get rid of these staircases, and we're going to bring this around here. And so what we want to do is just do a slab roof all the way down, which will look like this. And then from here, we just do across like this. Oops, we don't need to get rid of that one. Just these. And then we'll go ahead and do slabs across again. Go down again. What you can also do is just add another one there so it connects to your log, like so. And then finally bringing this last one across. And so then over here on this side, we're going to do the same double slab that we had up on the top. So actually we do want to get rid of that. Connect in over there like that. And so that's how that will connect. And then what I did was I added flowering azaleas up here along the top, just to kind of start to blend it a little bit. You can also add in some glow berries on the full slab areas. Yeah. Just to kind of give it more of a naturey vibe since you're in the Lush cave. And the key here is to just be super random with your placement. So you don't want any strange holes, but also you don't want them super close together. Yeah, and then if we go back in with some bone meal, we can light it up a little bit. I can't reach that one. Come here. Oops. So yeah, that's the little side area. I also added a little doorway over in here. So I just did the same clay border. Actually get rid of these. Bring the clay all the way up. And then do a doorway right in here. So yeah. If you add in some greenery and some nature in here, some string right there. Alright, with most of the front done, it's just time to add in our final touches, which includes going through and bone mealing all of your moss to try to get some azalea bushes on here. And then also we can come up here. For this top here, I did a fence, and in between I did gates, just some regular oak gates. Just to give it a little bit more of a detailed look. So we've got just fence posts on the oak sections, and then on the moss just some gates, and then we can replicate this down here by just doing like that. And so yeah, now that you've bone mealed everything, your lush cave is all good to go. And now I'm gonna go plop this into a creative world to see what it would look like in a lush cave. Alright guys, here's our lush cave house nestled into a lush cave and on my 1.18 creative world. Had to drink a night vision potion so we could actually see what's going on. But it actually looks really cool even without. Just kind of glowing in the darkness. So yeah. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Let me know what other 1.18 houses you'd like to see. And here's what it looks like with shaders. Ooh, shaders. Oh, my game says why. There we go. Nope. Ooh, in the dark with shaders. Alright guys, hope you've enjoyed this tutorial. I had a super fun time making this lush cave base. Let me know what other bases you'd like to see me make in the future. Leave me a like, maybe subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. Bye!